G'day, buddy. How you doing? How's that sound check? Oh, you want to see the C's? Yeah, sounds good. I was going to wear the Celtics. I've got a couple of new caps coming. Who was asking last week about the live music? Can we get some background? Because I did a little bit of digging, and you have to have a license to play music during your lives. Otherwise, you can get copyright strikes, which I think is pretty funny. But I don't even think you can have it in the background, like there's ways we can run it as like a background so you guys can hear it, but I don't even think I can put it, from what I was reading, like through a Bluetooth speaker or something in the back, which is pretty funny. They're getting so anal about copywriting music. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. I just read that before. I'm like, oh my God. So even if you're playing music in the background, that still counts as broadcasting it, which is just ridiculous. That's how it is. That's how it goes. No noise, unless it's your own. So you have to be careful, even if you had like a TV on or something. If that started playing music, you could get copyrighted technically for that, which is crazy. That's how protective they are of the artists. Finish my Pepsi Max with some caffeine, and then I'm going to start with some real shit soon. Mark, what is up, buddy? One thing I need to do. Josh, Mark. Josh, how you going, buddy? It's pissing down here. So I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background. It is just started bucketing down. I'm just sorting out some slabs. Where have I put my stash? I have no idea. Here's some. There we go. What I was looking for. Need one more. Mick, what's going on? Hold on 1 second, lads. All right. Shane, what's going on, mate? Yeah, things are going very good, actually. Been one heck of a week. Thanks for tuning in late, guys. I know it's been probably about half an hour overdue. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to grab some ice for my drink, and then we'll kick off things. Kick off proceedings. 1 second. All right, got the Sljivovica, the Sljivovica. That's what best friends are for, right? To buy you really nice, expensive bottles. Edward, thanks for tuning in, buddy. Welcome aboard from Sweden. Sensational. Don't know how you found your way here, but that's excellent. Always welcome our cousins abroad. There we go. That clears the cobwebs out. And how's everyone's weeks been? Mick, no worries. Yeah, I've just done the wife and kids thing. Cheers, Shane, on the 1K grats. Been a massive week. The last month or two has just exploded since we hit 500. We've just gone almost instantly to 1K. That second, they said that was going to be the hardest, but it honestly was about 4 weeks. It was crazy, which was really, really cool. Just getting we're going to run with those tonight. Did anyone watch the... Oh, yeah, let's guess what time it is in Sweden. I reckon, Shano was crazy, man. Really was. Smashed out like 500 subs in literally 4 weeks. Thank you, Edward. I'm thinking if he's in Sweden, I think Sweden's about 8 hours behind or 10. So it would be, my calculation, mid-morning. Does that sound about right? Edward, about 11 a.m. What would that be? That'd be 10 hours. How's the sound on everybody? Is that pretty crystal? Everybody sound good? Where are we? Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Next 1,000, I reckon we're going to smash. It's already up to like 1060 or something. Like literally, it's going in accelerated mode now. I think it's just like a social thing. People just click on anyone that's got a decent amount of subs. It just starts going pretty crazy. 12. I was close. I was 1 hour off. Okay, so what does that mean? That's 9 hours or something. That would put you 9 hours behind us. Or ahead of us, but no, it's behind because we're Australia. Just kidding. Just our time zone. All right, I've got the generator ready. Mate, that should be PM, mate. Yeah? Lunchtime. Yeah, I think Josh and Mark, I think I can realistically get to probably 5,000 subs this year. Real goal. Not that I'm that conscious of it. I'm pretty content with the people that are in our community. I think it's pretty cool. Did anyone see the submission return that I dropped with the TCG and the Card Authority slabs return? Because I posted it onto the what's his name, Ryan Robbie's Graded Rugby League cards group. Yeah, and it was interesting. I don't know did you guys read the post on Graded Rugby League cards in the group, Ryan's group? Yeah, the CA slabs look good, but I don't know if you guys saw the first one where they mucked up a couple of my slabs. They got names and stuff, not names, but they got like series wrong. Yeah, the GIs were good, man. Did you notice that the labels were wrong though? They got them backwards. They mixed them. Yeah. So, the post went live onto it was not on my group or my page or anything. Yeah, I think, mate. I think the CGA have probably been smashed with a bunch of subs. I sent I think 6 submissions in already. I got a bill from them the other day, which is due in March. So if you've got an outstanding bill, pay it, and you might get them back quicker. But I think people are really keen to see the new CGA slabs. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I did get if you saw the thing, I got my daughter's cards. That is what the TCG slabs look like from PGS, Prestige Grading Services. They did make one mistake. And they gave me a 6, and that's supposed to be an 8. I worked it out, because by a 9, 8, 9, and 6 is not a 6; it's an 8. It adds up to 32 divided by 4 should be 8. So that's just I don't know. These are my daughters. If they were mine, I would send them back, but she just collects for fun. So we just wanted to make them look really cool. But I think those slabs look pretty cool for the TCG guys in here. I thought their customer service was really good. Really good. They did feature my video on their web page, Facebook and whatnot, because I did the original submission. So if you've got TCG, these guys specialize just in TCG. So it's like all gaming cards, there was no sports options at all. You can only select like Pokemon and all that sort of stuff. Like that, there's no other options on their website. So really very easy, user-friendly website to use. And they're a really sleek looking slab. They're really thin. They're nice to hold in your hand. And the labels are really nice. Just a very basic but very modern style, which is really cool. I thought it might be a bit more color, but if you look closely, the silver is actually like got a speckly, sort of like what the hollows do for the Pokemon cards. It's got that sort of speckly thing to it. So it looks pretty cool. But going back to the Card Authority slabs, so the post went live on Ryan's. I don't know if Ryan, you're in here, but he does have my channel. Anyway, I put it into there because it was rugby league cards, and I knew the boys would be keen to see it. If you're not in Ryan Robbie's Greater Rugby League card group, I would definitely do that because it's non-stop rugby league slabs. And there is some really, really cool stuff that you won't see anywhere else. Some really high quality collections. People post their collections on there, and you see some really cool stuff. But this was the one that I sent in with this one, the Peter Dacos. There was no issues with that at all. Stunning card, that one, and the label is just perfect. I sent these GIs in. I sent these two GIs in, and what I had originally done in my submission was I wanted a black label with the white card and a white label with the black card. So they got the labels right, but they switched them. Anyway, I didn't even notice it, man. I really didn't. I just put the video up, filmed it, photographed it. Now that's the second time they've blundered my labels, but before everyone gets on the despair bandwagon, Robbie from Card Authority is actually in Ryan's group, and he saw the post and he was devastated, and he messaged me immediately, and he was absolutely shattered. He was just like, mate, I can't believe we've done this again. Blah, blah, blah. And he, I know the level that they're at in their business. It's like in infancy stage. If you guys watch the Card Authority podcast, these dudes like work around the clock. So I know they're going to eventually get there, but when you're really tired and you're doing all these things, the slabbing is sort of what they do on the side, and they've got the labels right. They just put them in the wrong slabs. So they're going to say he's going to send me out. They've got really, really good customer service, and they're very accountable for what they do. So if they make a mistake, they'll reach out to you straight away. And he did that, and he's going to send me out some postage so I can just send them in and get them cracked and redone. But yeah, just check if you're using those guys. Don't despair. I'm still going to send them a ton of work. They're a good bunch of guys, and I think they're onto something that's really, really good and different. It's just about the slabs and not so much grading. So there was a lot of people sending me messages saying, "Oh, is it still worth trusting?" I'm like, "Yeah, it is. These guys are cool. They've just made a couple of blues, So that happens. If you look at some of the blues that the bigger companies make, it's really minor, to be honest. So I think the biggest thing is people get disappointed when they get slabs back, and the fact they've got to send them back and then wait and then get them back. That's where people sort of get down on the whole situation. But you just got to look past that and just send them back. If they reach out to you and they're going to pay to have the slabs sent back, so. Not an issue in my eyes, and I will definitely be continuing to use Card Authority to slab my autos and PC collection. So just their labels. So that's a bit of a read there. If you want to get onto that, I'll try and find the link. What I wanted to ask viewers: are you guys watching this broadcast? Who's watching it on? And if you can all answer this, just type the device in that you're watching this on. Mobile if you're on your phone, and PC if you're on your desktop or laptop. I'm just trying to find out something. One of my best friends who tunes into the broadcast just asked me a question. Mobile. Okay, Mark, that's interesting because the question I've got is more for mobile than PC. Okay. PC guys is fine, but because it's all around the chat. He can't. One of my friends, and he might be just an absolute retard. He is, and if you're watching this, mate, then you know, if Mark can do it, then you can do it. Mark, he doesn't know how to use the chat on his mobile while he's watching this, which I find extraordinary. Is there something he has to do? Because if you're doing it, then clearly he can do it. He said the chat box doesn't appear, and neither he can't type anything. He can just watch it. And I'm like, I don't know, man. You know, I should open up my own. That's probably what it is. Yeah, I'll tell him. Signing into an account. That's probably what it is. Yeah, right. And you guys are typing like there's no issue. He needs to log into his Google account through YouTube. Yeah. I know, man. I was giving him so much crap. I'm just like, man, you are seriously special. And I actually did check before. Let me see. I'm signed in. Can I actually... I'll just mute this. Can I chat in my own thing? How do I bring up the chat? Oh, you want to see the C's? I don't know. He's probably got this. I'm special like him because I can't do it either. Is there a button? Yeah, whatever. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I see it at the top. Yeah. Yep. There's a live chat button at the top. All right. Now we've cleared that up. He is special. I think I know how to do it. Yeah, there's a little. You just twist the. You just go on sideways and then you hit the little chat button at the bottom. Simple as at the top. Sorry, easy live chat, and then I guess if you want to talk in that chat, you just. Yeah. Yep. Okay. There's me typing in. All right. Well, that was very easy. Oz Sports, what's up, buddy? Oh, there it is. That was delayed. Mad delayed. How's everybody's week going? Yeah, I've just ordered a new. I've ordered a new freaking cap. I got two. If you guys haven't checked out, what are they called? Oh, that big. I've got a Bulls and a Knicks hat. Strictly East Coast, boys. Strictly East Coast. Oh, look at that spam. Is that a porn bot? It looks porn, doesn't it? Russian. VUM today. Not dodgy at all. Okay. What are they called? I'll just bring that up. They are called the Mitchell and Ness. That's what this one is. This C's hat. Got a really sick looking Chicago Bulls hat and a really nice Knicks one as well. Black. Just to switch it up a bit. No, man, I've never. I don't. You know what? If I was going to go West Coast, it would definitely be Sonics. I'm old school. Good old Sean Kemp, Gary Payton, the original Lob City. Yeah, East Coast for sure, man. I didn't like the Magic at all, just because I wasn't anti-Shaq, but when he came into the league, I was already like a fan of Ewing and Robinson and that. He was like the main rival. So he was just like the devil when he first came in. He was just huge. But yeah, I love the Bulls. I used to have this mad hat collection from like the 80s and 90s. It would be worth so much right now. But I was living in Stabrador, and our house got broken into, and they found my bag of like really nice, authentic streetwear, and they took them all. It was really bad. I was shattered. That was about 15 years ago. Stateside Sports. They got an online shop, Mark. I'm always trying to keep an eye out for some really cool stuff. That's why I found Mitchell and Ness. I know they've been around for a while, but buying off them was pretty cool. Just went off their eBay site, online and physical. I love online shopping. I'm a bit modern in that regard. You can just be so lazy with it. There's no pressure to buy something. Yeah, Stabrador, buddy. I lived in Stabrador. Yeah. Actually, I grew up in there. It's pretty bad. But I've definitely gone a bit more classy now where I live. I live in Merrimack now, which is sort of between Carrara and Robina. That's what we call it. Lock your door, Labrador, Stabrador. All right. It is getting... Yeah, man. I saw that. Did you guys get the email from Select? I think they've already... Is it pre-release or has it already gone live? I think it drops in... I think the pre-release came out in, I think, March. Is it March? Did I get that right? I did get the email, but I was at work. I didn't get a full chance to read it. Has anyone else got pre-orders on... what did I pre-order off Cherry the other day? I got the... It dropped. Okay. Yeah, pre-orders today. Yeah. Was that off the Select site? Yeah, man. Everyone knows the rep. Lock your door, Labrador. Release 1st of March. That's only a few days away if you think about it. 28 days in Feb, so that'll be early next week. Should be live. I did have a quick read, and I'll just bring it up on the Select site. They did say they've got some new. I think there's a whole latest releases. Here we go. 40 Stars 2022. Let's have a quick squiz. Okay, so pre-release has not sold out, boys. 40 Stars and Jumbos are still flagging as an add to cart option on Select, and they keep their site up to date, so it'll say sold out if you can't get it. And from Mark, I pre-ordered, and that's what I was just getting at. I just wanted to have a quick look at that. Yeah, okay. I just want to have a quick look at that Select thing. Where's the Cherry website? I closed it down. I think I have. Hang on. It was the pre-sale of, and I think it's sold out. Topps Chrome, the Topps Chrome for this year, Topps Chrome 2022. Did anyone else get the pre-release on that? It was about $400 a box. Chrome Overtime Elite. Yeah, I think it's something different. Okay, I don't think it has sold out. They've got a lot of pre-sales at the moment. It's crazy. Who's 3 times their print run? Select. You reckon from last year? Is that going to be all rookies? That's probably why it's not selling out. I think I might have jumped at the gun at that one. I was thinking that it might sell out pretty quickly. In saying that, I don't know. It's $400 a box, and I've already got it. I've already paid for it. You select last year sold out in 5 minutes. You reckon and that's why they haven't sold out because print runs have increased. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. The next rookie class. You guys reckon should I break that box or should I sell it? Because I really don't even know. I haven't even looked at any of the rookies for next year. Half of these rookies these days are just freaking flops, honestly. Yeah. Could probably I don't know. You could probably 1.5 or 2x your box, couldn't you? If you sit on it for a bit. That's funny though that pre-sale has already dropped and it hasn't sold out, which does make you wonder. Keep it sealed, Mark. Yeah. Mate, Josh, I was just looking at exactly what I was just thinking, and I don't know if you boys are onto it or not, but okay, so pre-sale on a 2022 Footy Stars Jumbo is only $8.40 for a case. How? Oh, that's only 8 boxes. Okay, I was going to say, how the frick is that even possible? Oh, because it's 8 boxes. Never mind. It's not the massive case. Still, you think about it. If you think about $8.40 a case for Jumbo, and you didn't bust the case at all and sat on it for like, I don't know. Imagine sitting on that for like 2 years. If they don't do Jumbos again, that would go up quite a bit in price. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing that the Jumbos, you would think that it just shows you people are sticking to what they know. Mick, do you reckon do a is that on the Topps Chrome, you reckon? What do you guys think about Topps coming back into the fold with NBA? It's interesting, isn't it? I think Panini is long overdue to GTFO. Yeah, it would be tempting, wouldn't it? 840, man. If you think about it, like it's a lot of money, but it's not. Do you know what I mean? It's not like you could afterpay that shit. Select do afterpay. You could just afterpay. That's like $200 a hit. That's not that big of a deal. $2K a box. Yeah. You would have to wait a decade. That's the reality. You would. But you think about it, right? Because production would stop after, however. Man, Panini are massively cooked. Honestly, the shitty customer service. I mean, I've never been that involved with them. The one good product that they have that always, I tell you, you guys have seen how many cards that I've got graded. The only one I've had success in selling through slabs is the Prism. The rest are fucking junk. Except for the shit like Flawless, where it's all 101s and shit like that. It's sort of like the Supremacy. The rest is, honestly, I wouldn't touch that shit. Even Mosaic, man. It's hard. I sit on high-level Mosaic cards. People just don't want to buy them. They do not want to buy them. Fucking doesn't matter who the player is. Unless it's like a LeBron, and even then, it's not a sure thing. Redemptions, man, don't even get me started. And I've never even done that. But if I was a customer that had a redemption card, you see guys waiting for like 3 or 4 years. I don't know if that's acceptable, to be honest. So I don't know. I think if Topps come back in, their cards are always going to be a little bit better. But I mean, Panini are just like riding the nuts out of Prism, and that's like it's a reputation thing. Well, let's welcome. We are at 9:30, ladies and gentlemen. The first, I've got 5 cards tonight, 5 slabs, and number 1, boom, boom, Jalen Rose, mint 9 rookie card. That one's got a little bit of value in it. Probably up near the 100, maybe a little bit more, to be honest, that one. That's number 1. We'll get to number 2 shortly. So tops are not as bad for redemptions. Is that like the time? Do you mean it's quicker to get them back? All right, who we got in here? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. With those redemptions, I would just probably sell mine. I wouldn't even care what you know. You hear the stories of where they ring the customer service and they're like, we lost your card, blah blah blah. Yeah, 12 months. I've seen them take longer than that too, from just reading the posts on Facebook and that, and some of those NBA groups where it takes like, there's one guy is like, it's up to 24 months. What do I do? Should I contact customer support? Like, no, they don't have your card, man. It's done. Mick, what were you saying before? No, mate, it's all good. I've got the raffle going. You're here now. You're here now. It's too late. Everyone's committed. It's the 1K. It's the 1K giveaway special. We've done January now. We're in Feb. I think we'll do it once a month. I'll run out of slabs if we do it every Friday. I'll try and do lives every Friday. Yeah, my phone's blowing up too. Hey. All right. Hey, who's that asking? Eddie. Oh, yeah, Sweden. Eddie, he just joined the group. Thanks, Eddie. If you're still here, I just got your thing on Facebook. Good stuff, mate. All right. I wonder if I can share this. No, I can't. Okay. Two weeks, mate. That's long enough. Yeah, Mark. Multiple emails. I don't know. That would just, to me, it would just do my head in, I reckon. Oh, that's a great question, Mick. I don't know if Melvin's here. Don't think I saw him talk. He definitely was here last week. He had some big stuff. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I don't know because at the moment, right, you can get regular Mick, you get regular PSA. The one thing that, yeah, pre-grade, that might be an option. Excuse me. The one thing I did see, and I know this is rare, but I saw a guy post on Facebook the other day where PSA damaged the fuck out of his card, and they just told him basically to suck it up. And instead of owning it, because he had photos of before and after, I can't remember which post it was in. It was in that sports nonsense group. They damaged of it. Yeah. Hey, Ryan. Legend, mate, legend. I was just telling the boys about the GI slabs. There's a couple other. I told some of the NRL guys in here they should join your group. There, got some good stuff going on with the rugby league slabs. But yeah, it's all sorted now. Robbie from CA is going to send us out a return postage, so no issues, no harm done. But yeah, Mick, it's a good question, man. Power in the key. What I was saying is that the card's worth. Yeah, it's pretty frustrating. I know they've got a lot of new with all the business. They've probably got a whole lot of new graders in. It's hard to fathom what they're doing, but yeah, yes, it was a Bill Russell card. You seen that? That was that Bill Russell, and the guy swears black. He had photos of it, and he was like, they put a big indent in like the top left or right corner or something. It was pretty fucked up, and he wasn't, And instead of owning it, they just graded it like a 6 or whatever. They just graded it right down, or a 5 or something, and just sent it back slabbed. Won't take more than 2 months. Yeah, $100. I saw the $50 economy events, but every time you click on it to go in, because it's like 2 a.m. in the morning, and it can take a long time. But yeah, what Oz Sports is saying there, Mick, is pretty much on the money. $100 a regular, man. If you got a 10K card, you probably get that back in 2 months, I reckon. Yeah, I reckon you would, because the more expensive ones seem to come back a lot faster. They prioritize them. $250 express, 2 weeks. Yeah. The other thing is too, and this is just a theory, but I reckon they would appoint their more experienced graders at the top tiers as that goes up. So if you're sending express, you're going to have all the fucking retarded idiot graders that PSA probably has in ranks at the moment, and then the guys that have been there for a long time doing all of the all of the 101s and stuff like that comes in, and the vintage stuff, and they just have plebs doing their fucking bottom feeder shit. But I would consider doing the 100 or 250 thing, Mick, in the short answer, and I agree with what Oz Sports is saying. Mate, it just makes sense. Do you know what I mean? They'd never tell you stuff like that, but to me, in my mind, I reckon that's what they're doing. They'd have a whole lot of fucking economy style graders at the bottom. Just cowboys don't have a fucking clue. Because if your card comes back, if you're sending in like some junk base, then your card comes back as a 6 or a 7, that you're not going to fight it. You're going to be like, oh fuck, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Because if you're sending in that shit in the first place, they're already thinking that you don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean? So they've clearly shifted. I said this in my last live. They've shifted that. Yeah, no, it did take 12 months, mate. No, that was just me submitting, but that was like silver economy, bulk. That was bulk economy back when you get the membership ones. Do you remember the silver membership? I'm actually a member with PSA, so mate, I think So it did take 12 months, but that was the old thing, and I think all the economy stuff they've just filtered down. A 30 card order from March. So $25 a pop, mate. That one that I opened up, they were fucking $12 and $20 ones. I can't remember. It was something like that. I had the really cheap ones that they used to give the club collectors. Ryan, Instagram. I've been really well received by the Instagram community. I like what it is. I think it's I think there's it's a place where, what I've noticed anyway, I definitely think some of the big entities basically rub shoulders with the little guys like us, and I think that's great. They're the guys like Cherry, Card Authority, all these sort of guys that are sort of a little bit up, and some of these other card companies. Some of them don't talk to you at all. Like I've noticed, the guys at Cherry are really, really friendly. They will talk to you and send you messages and everything. For a big company, that's really, really cool. Like I know Grayson, I know the dude that does the breaks, a bunch of the other guys, and they're all really cool. But companies like Beckett, PSA, I want to say SGC as well, but not as bad. PSA, you send them messages, man, they don't give a fuck who you are. They're just like, yeah, but they don't say nothing. They just don't even reply. So, but in terms of like all the collectors and shit coming together, I think it's really cool. People showing off their, It does sound like a porn company. I don't know who came up with that name, but they've been around for ages. You'd know who Cherry is, right, Mick? You'd have to. They're like the biggest collectibles company in Australia. But yeah, I like that. I like Instagram. I think the community presence is very strong there. I think like in terms of like general discussion, I think it's probably a bit stronger than even YouTube for like collecting. Just because it's more like, there's a lot of stories. You get some of the bigger breakers on there that are really cool. I don't really follow a lot of the breakers and that because they're sort of a bit different, There's a couple of them I do, a couple of really good ones on there. I don't know if you guys know Primo Breaks. Guys from Melbourne, really, really cool guys. I've done a couple of breaks with them. They're one of the bigger ones now in Australia. But to probably round that question out, Ryan, I think Instagram is probably the biggest community presence out of all the different platforms. I would say in this order, I would say AFL players active on Instagram. Fucking A, they are. Tons of them, man. Tons of them. I've got like the whole Collingwood team on my friends list on Instagram. Some of them respond to like story messages and shit. Others don't. I had Leon Davis, man. Leon Davis. I'll fucking show you guys a screenshot. I tagged him in a fucking story. And Leon Davis, for those who don't know, is an ex-Collingwood player. Played in the 2000s and early 2010s. He responded. There was Scott Pendlebury responded to one of my things as well. Am I on the right one? No, I'm not. But yeah, I think in this order, I think Instagram, then YouTube, and then Facebook. I don't think stalker list, bro, 100%. I don't think any of the other platforms are really in the ballpark for that sort of stuff. But yeah, there's been so many people I've sent messages and they just don't send anything back at all. Not even a acknowledgement. I don't even know where this is. And there's a bunch of other sort of crossover people that do it as well. Esso from Bliss and Esso. I actually did a collaboration with him about 2 years ago, and we went back and forth. I was going to make a whole video just on that. I still probably could because I've got all the shit that we did, and that was really, really cool. He's a massive collector, and he has another Instagram profile called the Goat Gang, which is like his card thing, which is really, really cool. I can't even find this now that I'm trying to look for it. No idea. Where the hell is it? Oh, he's deleted his account. Okay. It's the Instagram user now. Okay, so he's inactive. That was Leon Davis. See him giving me the little fist. He's like the little fist pump. I'm like, yeah, that was pretty cool. Um, yeah, but yeah, I think Instagram is a lot of the athletes. I think are more across all the sports are a bit more active on Instas. Because you can go direct live, all that sort of thing. So I think it's a bit more appealing. You don't have to jump through hoops like with Facebook or YouTube. I don't know. Have you guys ever like just hit an athlete up just straight up for a jersey, like or a signature or an auto or anything? I've never done that. I don't know. There's probably people that do that shit. I don't know. I just don't know if that's me. Just going, hey man, yeah, I love you. Can you give me an autograph? Yeah. I mean, I got a lot of signed shit. Oh, seriously, Ryan? You had someone wanting to buy a numbered card? That's fucking hilarious. Still at CGA. Has anyone got any of the new labeled cards back from CGA yet? I still haven't. I'm waiting on about 20 cards, something they still got. You asked Tom Brady to sign 500 prison cards. Not sure if you're trolling, but that's pretty funny. NFTs, Mick. No, I get the con. Well, no, I don't. I sort of understand the concept, but yeah, I don't know if I'm so. I know Gary V is pushing the shit out of it, but he's a massive influencer and he's invested in it. So he always pushes shit that he's going to invest in. NFTs. I mean, can you explain what NFTs are? Because I can't. I'm just pouring myself another drink here because this is. Now I got pretty. You guys couldn't notice it, but the first time we cracked that bottle, I was actually pretty over the limit. 134 cards. Yeah, I don't know if I can either, H. I don't know if I can get into the Demons fella that won the Norm Smith. That is Petraka, Christian Petraka. I got the two of the highlights of his Norm Smith one. So, or three, I think, or maybe four. But Craig's got them now. So, from CGA, I've got some really cool cards coming back from CGA. I've got some serial number Petrakas, serial number the guy that kicked 6 goals for fucking Melbourne. That's fucking insane. Yeah, it's a weird world, isn't it? You know what? Yeah, you'd have to, man. That's just the return on that is almost fucking 4 million% if you think about it. $600 is nothing compared to yeah. That's crazy. Oh, is that what you're saying? Petraka's into fucking NFT, right? Yeah, man. I'm not down. I don't understand it. You know what I mean? There's like what even it is. It's some sort of is it a digital thing? It's like it's not a physical product, is it? It's a digital product. Is that right? Blockchain. Right. So does that mean it's a form of currency? Uncle Toby's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cards. Hey, Ryan, have you sent any TCG stuff into like any of the other? There's a bunch of TCG graders in Australia, like the TCG guys, um, PGS, the Perth Grading Company. There's that other one. There's three or four of them in Melbourne. Because some of them are starting to. I think it's TCG. They look really fucking cool. The labels. Mick, stop swearing because it's. What are you saying? That's awesome. You got the marriage certificate. Nothing you can. That's NFTs. Oh God, that sounds messy. Yeah, like a fucking sloppy marriage. Yeah. I like how you. That's an interesting analogy there, Mick. But fuck, I think I know what you're talking about. Sorry if there's any women watching here. That was purely a guy joke, but no offense for Mick. Didn't mean any offense. It's spot on. Good shit. Oh man. That is funny. Let's let's bust out card number 2. All right. Number 2 on the list today, we've got 2013 Premiership Tiger Jack Rewalt, hand signed, sent to the Slab Lab from Card Authority. They didn't mess that label up. That's a really nice one. That's card number 2 out of 5 today, guys. We'll get to the end. We'll spin the wheel. Yeah, top class grading. There's actually 2 of them though. There's like TCG, and then there's top class grading. TCG.com.au, whatever it is. One of them has a really fucked website, like absolutely fucked. I refuse to fucking grade with them just because of their website. I don't know if it was TCG or top class grading. I think it might have been top class. But I was really like keen. I was like, man, you got to download a form or something and send it through Facebook. I was like, and then I went to their website and there's no submission form, there's nothing. The Facebook one, that's them. Yeah. I like their labels, man, but I don't like their website. Platinum Standard. Is that the one in America, Mark, or is that in Australia? Because if that's the one in America, I did just talk to them and I got an email. I'll show you. Where are we? There is two companies called TCG. Yeah. One's called Top Class Grading, which is what Joel was just saying. And the other one is just TCG, I think, .com.au. Now, their website's actually good and they have a nice looking label as well. And obviously they specialize in TCG. I was flipping the coin whether or not to use them first. Platinum Standard. Okay, wrong one. Let me just find the one that I was looking at. No, it's Prestige. Okay, Pure Graded X. Okay, has anyone seen Pure Graded X? I'll type that in. These guys had pretty decent labels, and I was in one of the Facebook groups, and an Australian guy said that he got his cards back. So I looked up their website, and then the first thing I noticed is that they were American and not Australian. So I sent him a message. Platinum Standard Graded. That's what I was going to look up. Yeah, Platinum. Googling that behind the scenes. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking at Platinum Standard Grading. Yeah, Hobby Hangout Special. Okay, yeah, they've actually got some good prices there. I did actually see them, Ryan, and I was gonna send in a submission because they've got decent labels, but I decided to go with the other one first up. Yeah, Pure Graded X. Man, they got really nice labels. Anyway, I sent them a message. When was this? About 3 weeks ago. So on the 8th of February, I sent them a message saying, what did I say to them? Hey there, do you ship to Australia? Went to their website and they responded within about, I don't know, a day. Could have been the time zone difference, but that's what they wrote. They wrote, yes, we do. We ship international. So I will keep an eye out. I will do a submission with those guys and I'll try and figure out what I'm going to send over. And that because I don't know if you guys have noticed if you're grading with HGA at the moment, the HGA is basically just like PSA all over again. They're already backed up really badly. My cards that I submitted in November are still sitting in the pre-graded state on their website, so nothing's been done. In terms of, yeah, it's a good question. Do AFL NRL players do TTM SIGs with their agents? Do you have to try to get them to sign? I actually Googled that, Oz. I Googled it. And I tried to figure out if you can send cards in because someone told me that, like in America, you can send cards directly to the athletes or something like that. I don't know how true that is. Man, HGA is a mess. Honestly, I've done one submission with them since they opened up their floodgates. They should have stayed with that 2,000 card a week thing because now they're probably doing 10,000 cards a week, and they clearly don't have the manpower to do that. What does TTM? Does that mean? Is that like when you send the cards into the players or agents and have them through the mail? Yeah. 50 days behind. That would make a lot of sense. All right. Yeah, so I was supposed to go to I was supposed to be going to the hobby hangout in Brisbane this weekend, but my sister is having her housewarming party. She lives up past Brisbane, so I'm going to that. Yeah, 40 days now, 90. That's junk, really. I knew something was up when I went to do the submission and it was just open. The previous times I had tried with HGA, I'd always had to go through that queue system, and I'd never been successful getting through the queue. There was always, tens of thousands of people queuing in. I thought, oh, this is, it's one of those too good to be true things. You know what I mean? People have already hauled the shit out of HGA, and the rep has built so quick that I know. It's just like, oh my God, I was absolutely spewing. Yeah, I really didn't have a choice. It's like a family thing. So what do you do? Man, SGC, I think the reason why HGA is getting so pounded is because of their labels. They have a pretty strict grading system and they don't hand out 10s. And also the labels are really, really legit. So oh man, pretend I have COVID. Oh, the problem is she's friends with my wife. You know what I mean? Like my wife knows about the hobby hangout and she knows about the house forming. I don't think I'll be able to pull it off. Man, Beckett has reopened their $50 and $30 services, by the way, Joel. I saw a post on Facebook the other day and I didn't believe it. They ninja opened their 50 and 30s. That's actually true. You can go on the thing and check it out. Yeah, I know, man. It's fucked. I even tried to talk my missus into it. I was like, yeah, the thing is though, with Beckett, it's like Beckett have a really good grading system. They're really strict and their internal, I know, man, fuck. I got excited. Yeah, Beckett is almost cooked. I'd say they're not cooked like backed up like PSA, but I'd say their slabs are they're the clunkiest looking slabs you've ever seen. You know what I mean? They're much bigger than the others. They're thick, they're wide, they have a really bulky feel to them. And I think even though at the price point, if you're gonna sell, you can still make decent money. The PSA slabs will always go for more. Don't get me wrong. I think that they're good. They are good, but it's one of those things, isn't it? I think Beckett and SGC are really clear cut different than the others. So it comes down to which one looks better. I think SGC has a slight edge because of the black background. In saying that, yeah, PSA's got 100 subs, man. Beckett has 50 subs and the same level at $30 with no subgrades. So 50 subgrades, 30 subgrades. It only ever used to be a 30 no subgrades. It only ever used to be $10 difference between no subs and subs. You guys remember that? Now it's 20, which is, I find that a bit strange. But I'm wondering, are people actually going to send in to the $50 thing with Beckett? You know, I think Beckett is sort of following PSA by having the really the top tiers open, you know. So it's like $50 is like the minimum, then it's like 100, 150 or whatever it is. So yeah, Mick, if you've got the $100 subs are open, Mick, I'd consider sending in that fucking Scoring Kings or whatever it is, the Jordan. How can FedEx want $250? What? Can't you use the SGC built-in international shipping for like $60? I'm sure I did that. Or have they changed it? Or do you have a FedEx account? Is that what it is? Because they always want you to use your account if you've got an account with like FedEx or whatever. What is Revolution, Adam? All right, we're going to bring out card number 3 for Grab a Slab tonight. Yeah, let me just put Joel's name in there. We've got a bigger list tonight. All right. Oz Sports, Adam, Ryan, and Joel. Highway robbery, yeah. All right. Card number 3. We have a 1992 Andrew Gaze rookie card, graded 98, pristine, on the old style 100-point grading scale system from CGA. This is a pretty nice collection and a really good piece for anybody. That's a really good one. I've got a couple of Gaze rookies now. I've got a where is it? Not here. I think it's passed away somewhere. 12. Oh, the declared value. Yeah. Oh, so Revolution is a grading company. Are they are they Australian or are they US? Revolution. Yeah, here's the thing. That PSA bulk that I just got back, that was declared, what was it? It was about $1,200. Now, someone told me if it was over $1,000, you had to pay extra, right? I didn't pay any extra. I did not pay extra, and I declared about 1,200. And my latest, the next one I've got over there, I've got another 10 cards in another submission, and that's also declared over 1,000. There's like 5 Shaq rookies and a bunch of other stuff. Now, someone told me that you got to pay import tax, but I never have. I never have. Even in my bulks, where heck, that last one, that PSA, that would have been probably close to 2,000 value, or maybe more. There was like a Reggie Miller, there was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's. Yeah. Yeah. That's the same. So do you think it's SGC that's the issue? See, if that's the case, man, I'm fucking lying next time I do SGC bulk submission. I don't give a fuck. All my cards are worth $10. I'm not paying fucking $250 for shipping, because you think about it, man. It's all good and proper to, and you could just get independent insurance if you're worried about that insurance. Yeah, but that is fucking criminal though, man. 12% on the declared 1040, and then plus a processing fee. Getting charged by the actual fucking shipping company. It's fucked up. Yeah, because PSA must use their own contractors, and SGC must just use FedEx or whatever, even for international. $17.5% tax on over 1K. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be, right? I've never been charged though. And I definitely declared that. I had a look at the declaration, because you can go back and check your submissions. Marry Australia Post workers. Fuck. Who did PSA use? Man, I reckon it is FedEx. But yeah, fucking $9.99 and less, 100%. 100%. That's why I reckon it'd be even worth just lowering your prices a little bit. At the end of the day, it's a bit of paper, a bit of cardboard inside some plastic. You know what I mean? There's no way that. Yeah, I mean, they'd be switched onto it a bit more now, but you could always argue with a postal company as to what you think. Maybe. Yeah, that's strange though, man. Josh, peace, brother. We'll see you next week or the week after when we come live again, bro. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Morris, welcome aboard, mate. No, not much. Just a bunch of shit talking. All right. I did get some really cool stuff back from. Oh, you know what? I didn't show you guys. Did I do a video on my fucking slab return? I can't remember. Got a bunch of Tyler Heroes and some Wilt Chamberlain Prism. So I've been slowly building. Someone mentioned $1.50. What am I drinking? I am drinking Top Shelf. Now this is Bosnian. It's called Sljivovica. Sljivovica. It's a Slavic drink. So Bosnian being Eastern European, it's a Slavic country. One of my best friends who I work with, her and I are born on the exact same day, and actually I'm her boss, but she bought me that for our birthday, and it's a fantastic drop. I'll just leave it at that. Very strong, very strong. Sljivovica. She bought me a bottle for Christmas, and it's Sljivovica as well, but this one's a little bit stronger. And after just one drink, you can really, really feel it. Especially if you had a big week like I have and you're tired and stuff, you're just like, oh my God, I need to stop drinking. Josh, man, hang in there. I've got 2 more cards. Let's go. Card number 4. Josh, you're in the draw, mate. Look, we'll get the draw out of the way in a second, buddy. This is a KD Revolution Gem Mint 9.5. That's a really nice looking card, that one. Yeah, Josh, hang in there, man. 5 minutes. We'll get the card number 5 out, and then we'll fucking hit the draw up. So who are we talking about who streams on YouTube? Oh, your ex-wife is half Slovenian? Oh, grappa. I'm not sure what grappa is. And I had, honestly, before my friend gave me this bottle, I actually didn't know what Sljivovica was. Like, if you asked me what an Eastern European drink was, I would be like, oh, vodka. But no, there's a lot more than that. And each country has their own styles. This is, see, what you just said there, the grappa, that's probably the Slovenian one. This is what they drink in Bosnia, Sljivovica. And I've been told that this is a top shelf drink, and I drink a lot of spirits, rums, whiskies, scotches. I'm got a really high. I can't drink beer. All I can drink is spirits. This is strong. Like, I'm telling you, 1 or 2 drinks and you're like, whoa, I can feel it. Dirty homemade alcohol. Yeah. Oh, what does everyone think about the Harden trade? Damn. They've turned the NBA upside down, haven't they? It ain't what it used to be, boys. It just ain't. These guys, there's no loyalty anymore. It's like, before I get into card number 5, I have brought out, and this is only some of it, my Wilt Chamberlain collection. Now, I do have a couple of his vintage cards that are overseas getting graded. Will Simmons ever play? I reckon, yeah, Harden is a sook big time. No, Mick, it's not 70%, mate. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Fundamentally, I mean, he's like a watered down version of Magic Johnson, isn't he? He's probably a little bit physically stronger than Magic Johnson. And I would say his inside game is a bit better, but like Magic could at least shoot. Oh, don't even get me started. The game is, and I'm sorry if there's any young viewers here that think the game is really good these days because of the super pace, the athleticism, and all of that sort of stuff. But the game itself and the talent level is so watered down. But they veil it, they mask it with, oh yeah, but that guy can dunk. J.A. Morant and Zion Williams and all these guys, man, fucking sell that shit now, because all of that, it's just junk. It's just junk. None of those guys are going to win fucking championships. There's literally 2 teams that can win a championship out of 30. You telling me that's not a watered down league? If you go back to the 90s and then go back to the 80s and 70s, almost every team was in contention. Do you know what I mean? So, Yeah, man, it's a fucking joke. These are so not competitive, and they're all slapping high fives with each other and shit. It's sickening. You know, if you watch the game in the 80s and 90s, where players were not just competing for wins, but competing for salaries, man. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I respect those guys. If you listen to Larry Bird when he talks about it, every time he stepped on the floor, he wasn't just competing for the club. He was competing for the ball boys, the dudes that would tape his ankles. That's how he thought. And you can watch this in interviews, man. He actually thought him going out and winning championships, and this is literally how he thought it, not just affecting him and his family, but the dudes underneath him, the maintenance guys, the guys that were cleaners and shit. That's how he thought. He's like, if I don't win, he's got hundreds of guys relying on him outside of just the starting lineup. It's incredible. They don't think about it like these days. They just think whatever. I mean, you know what? It's not, Adam. While I agree with you, it's not fucking Simmons that's a fraud, man. It's the whole fucking league is a fraud. The league, and you get all these smart ass young kids these days that are like, oh, the league's so much better. It's fucking not, man. It's a joke. It's like watching ballerinas versus a boxing match. You know what I mean? You can't compare the way the game has. I don't even want to say evolved. I want to say devolved because of the 3-point line is sickening. It's really sickening. And if you it's not a high percentage look, but they've made it into a high percentage look, and they're trying to say oh yeah, Curry changed the game. He did. There's always been good 3-point shooters. But when they're coming up and shooting it from the logo and stuff like that, that takes the whole competition out of it. Because as soon as the shot goes in, that 24 seconds is erased. Do you know what I mean? And you can't take that back. And if he's shooting at 40-something%, I mean, yeah. Oh, man. Look, I'll tell you another thing, and this is all for fanfare, and you can't prove me wrong. So I enjoyed the top 75, and I'll tell you what was good about it and what was bad about it. So the first thing I noticed is that Dominic Wilkins was included in the top 75. He didn't make the top 50 back in, was it 98 when they did the top 50? Whenever they did it, he didn't make it. I think he was in the top 50 to 60 and he just missed out. That was great. Now, what was bad about it, there was a few current day players that did not deserve to be on the list. You can unsubscribe my channel if you're offended by this, but Carmelo Anthony does not deserve to be top 75. He's a top 75 scorer of all time, but as a player, no. Yeah, Wilkins should have been top 50, man. 100%. The human highlight reel. I mean, yeah, look, I'm not saying Carmelo is not a great player. I just don't think that he should have been in the top 75. You're talking about a player that's never going to win a championship? Caruso. Yeah, so there was some positives and negatives. I don't think they got it entirely right, but I don't think they got it right the first time either. So, yeah, but they did the same thing with Giannis, man. They did the same thing with Shaq. He got named top 50, and I think he was only in his 3rd or 4th season when that happened. White Mamba, yeah. So look, Giannis is probably a top 75. He's up there. Of the current day players, the guys that should be in, I thought they should have included more of the older players, but I think the most disappointing part was that some of the guys were in top 50 are dead now, and actually couldn't make it. Couldn't make it to the arena. Yeah, that's close, isn't it? I don't know, man. Bill Walton is a good player, man. He really is. I know he's nowhere near the the scorer that Wilkins is, but he's a high IQ guy. Like he really is. Watch the. Actually, I'm going to find it and link it. Hang on 1 second. You guys haven't seen. Where are we? Book of. Oh. All right. Hold on. I'm just copying this. Can I put a link in here or not? Okay. So if you get a sec, if you haven't seen on YouTube, though, there's a book written by Bill Simmons. If you don't know who Bill Simmons is, then you don't know basketball. He's a guy that is one of the best sports writers for basketball. Yeah, Christian Laettner in the Dream Team. Don't even get me started. Yeah, that should have been Dominic Wilkins' spot, Christian Laettner. But anyway, the beautiful game. Now, the best team of all time, in my opinion, is the '86 Celtics. Bill Walton was on that team with Larry Bird. That team would fucking push the shit in of any team from the last probably 20, maybe 30 years, quite considerably. There'd be a few teams that would do okay against them, but they're just it's not even close, to be honest. You just look at the game is how they played it is so different. How they passed the ball was just incredible. I think that one team that would maybe challenge them is the 2014 Spurs. They were a fucking phenomenal team. And I'm talking about teams, not like we got the Jordan or we got the fucking this or that. It's the teams. Oh, man, their roster that year was fucking insane. Their roster right through the 80s, was insane. It's not, their roster up to about 88 was off the fucking Richters until they all got injured. They got injured and, Bird was just fucked after that. He really did his back, both of his Achilles. He had a triple fucking spinal infusion in 1990, if you guys remember that. That just fucked him. He could hardly move after that. And then they lost. McHale was a fucking nightmare. Watch the interview that Charles Barkley, to this day, says that Kevin McHale is the greatest power forward and the most difficult person that he ever faced in his entire life. Now, you're talking about a guy that played against fucking people like Karl Malone. Pistol was on the original. Pistol was on the 1980 Celtics, dude. He retired after that. He had an ankle injury, I think, that ended it for him, ankle or knee. Back then, that the rehabilitation was not as good, so you had to quit. He was right at the end of his career too. Yeah, so Pistol actually never won a championship. Okay. He did play with Larry Bird, but it was only for one season. I think it was in Larry Bird's rookie season in 79-80. Reggie Lewis, man. Reggie Lewis and Len Bias, the number one. Now, for those of you who don't know who Len Bias is, if Len Bias didn't die, instead of LeBron and Michael Jordan, mark my words, we would be talking about Len Bias as the greatest player of all time. And that's not even a debate. Len Bias dominated Michael Jordan in college, fucking owned him. The big what if. Yeah, massive, man. Len Bias, man. He was he played for was it St. Mary's College or it was St. Mary's or something. He was fucking a force. He had the body of LeBron back in college. Like he was a 6'7", 6'8", 250-pound fucking just beast. He could shoot, he could pass. He was massively athletic, like he'd dunk in your face. But he had a game as well. He was the number one draft pick, and I think the Celtics drafted him in 1989. They had Lewis first. because they started getting he was a freak, man, absolute freak. He had a cocaine overdose on his draft night when he went number 1. And Larry Bird stated he was going to retire if Len Bias was healthy because his back was just cactus. And he was like, I need someone else to come in and take over the team. He only played those last 3 seasons, like 90, 91, and 92, because there was no one else, because Lewis and not Lewis, sorry, Len Bias died. So they didn't have any leaders. But Auerbach had drafted Bias thinking, and people laugh at this shit, man, but Len Bias was going to be like the Jordan. He was going to be the guy. Now, if you think about it, if he stays healthy, that man, the Bulls might not have even won. I'm being serious. If you watch, and if you go back to YouTube and have a look, the Celtic, man, they were the kryptonite for all the East teams. Even in 90, 91, 92, the 2 years that Bird was still in the league and the Bulls were winning the championships, they were still owning the Chicago, man, owning them. Every time the Bulls played the Celtics, Larry would just have these freak games. He used to just get up for the big games. He'd put on like triple doubles and shit every time he played against Jordan. And people don't believe that shit because they're like all on Michael Jordan's jock and everything. And I used to be like that until I started like doing, working out that there's no one player that is actually the best player in the league ever. It's only opinions, and we're all influenced by the media and, what we see. So everyone who grew up in the 90s was like, oh yeah, Jordan's the GOAT, blah, blah, blah. But you watch the interview on Jordan where they ask him if he's the GOAT, and he's like, there's no way to actually prove who is the GOAT. There is no way. There's no measurement. There's no nothing where you get graded on if you're the GOAT or not. There's just no way to tell. So people who scream black and blue where it's just between Jordan and LeBron, there's probably 20 other players that are in the conversation, but they just get overlooked. Go back and watch Wilt Chamberlain, man. The videos on Wilt Chamberlain. You will not believe what you're seeing. He's a 7'3" dude that is probably as athletic as Jordan and LeBron combined. He could jump higher than them. He's physically as strong as Shaq, probably stronger actually. He could bench like 500. He was outrunning, legendary fucking NFL running backs. Yeah, LeBron saying that was after he won like his 2nd or 3rd championship. You can't be saying that shit, man. You got to let your peers judge that. I saw that where he actually said it. He goes, I'm the GOAT. Yeah. I'm just telling you guys right now, if the GOAT thing is actually real, it's not just between 2 players. There's probably about 8 or 9 that have a legitimate claim. And I'll run down, and there's no way you can say either way who's in front or back. But here's my list, okay? And I think it's about 8, 9, maybe 10 that are in the ballpark. So you've got, hype always snowballs. That's right. So these are the guys that are in the actual GOAT conversation. So firstly, Bill Russell. 2nd, Wilt Chamberlain. 3, and this guy is probably the closest thing to the actual GOAT, and that's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. 4, Jordan. 5, Magic. 6, Bird. 7, Kobe. 8, Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan is the dark horse. So you're talking about, what is he, a 3-time MVP and 5 championships? Why doesn't he he's got a better record than LeBron. He beat LeBron in the finals. So twice he beat LeBron, or 3 times, was it? I don't know. Caruso, mate, number 1. He's the number 9. After that, I don't think there's like someone where you can go, oh, he's in there, he's not. I don't think you can. I think those 8 guys are like they're significantly better than the rest of the players. Yeah, Duncan's massively. Telling you, people are sleeping on his rookies, man. Buy them up. They're fucking cheap as shit. Josh, are you still here? Let's bring out card number 5. Card number 5. Speaking of GOATs, we've got one here. We have MJ, 94, 93 top Stadium Club. Beautiful card, that one. Graded by PSA. Triple-double. That's card number 5. Yeah. Look, Iverson is a sensational player. He is. Yeah, man, Kobe and Jordan agree. Exactly the same player. Like it's like time and time plus. I think someone else said that. That's where I got that. That's why they're both in it. Brian Scalabrine. There he is. Number 10, Caruso number 9, Brian number 10. That rounds out the list. Iverson is probably top 30, top 50. He was a beast at scoring, there's no doubt. But, and it's like the thing, like people in the 90s be like, oh, yeah, man, pound for pound, all the rest of it. The fact is that usually small players are not as good as number nine, legit number 9. I'd say maybe a Steph Curry from the modern era. You could put into that conversation. But then people who watched ball in the 80s and 90s would be like, well, is Steph Curry just like an Isaiah Thomas now or a Mark Price? Who remembers Mark Price? Man, that dude was a fucking phenomenal point guard. Yeah, Iverson was something else. He was, but he got close, but they got defeated in that final series against the Lakers. Spud Webb, man, Spud fucking Webb. Pound for pound, agreed. Yeah, and he won the dunk contest, man. Do you remember that? Was he 5'7"? He's 5'7". He's a great passer too. He was a really good passer. He played with Dominic Wilkins. Human highlight. Mark Price, man. He wasn't just remember he created the split, the pick and roll, that fucking where he'd fake to get pinned on the pick, and he'd just go straight through the guy. He was a great player. Yeah, but Steph Curry, you go back and watch the interviews on Steph Curry, man. He actually has an interview with Mark Price where he's basically like, Mark was the first shooting point guard, Man, I don't know how he wins a dunk contest, man. He's fucking. Do you see when he's leaping off 2 feet? His vertical was like fucking like 50 inches or something. Like seriously, it's that big. Muggsy. All right, so I'm going to drop my my Wilt Chamberlain Panini Prism collection. Yeah, we'll start with this one. 2014 Panini Donruss Wilt Chamberlain Elite Purple. These are all serial numbers. That's a mint 9. And that is what is that one? 99/199. Now, I can't find comps of any of these, right? Because not many people have got these cards graded, or someone pointed out to me that originally when I had them graded, I thought these aren't, they're not that special, even though they're 10s. I'll probably make $100. But then someone was like, nah, man, they're worth more than that. I wouldn't be selling them. These are the ones I got back from Slab. 2 gem in 10s. 2018 Panini Donruss Optic, the Optic Retro Series. That's a 52/99. That's a gem mint 10. I did want to get the Bill Russell version of that too, so I could have both of the GOATs of that era. Oh, man, I totally agree. Totally agree. Wilt Chamberlain, to me, I know he won the 70. Was it 72 they won the championship? 72, yeah. I know he won that with the Lakers, but you know that to this day, Wilt Chamberlain is the only center to lead the league in assists. He averaged nearly 9 assists a game in 1967. Some of the numbers he was putting up, man. If they recorded blocks and steals, there's a game where, look at this up on YouTube. There's a game, I think it was in the mid 60s, where Wilt Chamberlain recorded a quintuple double. He had like 50 points, 30 rebounds. He had nearly 30 blocks. I'm not kidding. And his teammates reckon, if you watch the interviews on his teammates and these are like real accounts, they reckon like he would get 20 blocks a game. Like literally, they reckon his career average would be like nearly 10. Yeah, man, I've still got it. No, I was going to sell the PSA 10s, but I kept them all, right? Here's another one that I got as well. This is what's this one? 2018 Panini Prism Wilt Chamberlain Fast Break Blue. And that is a gem mint 10. This is a beautiful card. Don't like the Lakers jersey, but yeah, whatever. I'll take it. And that is a 1 of 175. So it's serial number 1, if you guys can see that. So the ones are always worth a little bit more, and that's a Gem Mint 10. By the way, that's also a Pop 1. Tell you what else is a Pop 1. Actually, it's a Pop 2. Now, this is worth way more than what I originally thought. So when I dropped this live in the video, I was like, oh, yeah, this is probably worth 100, 150 bucks. Yes, Adam, he did. He played, people don't know this, man. Wilt Chamberlain played NBA, first division, when he was it 16? Under a fake name for like 2 years and dominated fully grown men when he was 16. People can't even fathom that shit, man. You think about it. Dude, he played on the Harlem Globetrotters. Guy was a fucking beast. Like this dude here. You watch the videos, man. Like it's fucking insane what he was doing. He's probably the greatest athlete, not just in basketball, but he's probably like a top 5 all time, like in any sport. He was ridiculously athletic. That LeBron? Which LeBron, dude? I don't know why 2s are special, but this is a 47 of 99. It's also a 3rd-year prism, and this is actually a super rare card. I didn't realize it. Now, this is a Pop 2. The only Pop 1, sorry, the number 1, this is number 2. The number 1 of the Pop 2 sold for about $400 Australian. I think it was about 250 or something US. And I pointed that out, and some guy messaged me or typed it on the videos like, "Nah, man, don't be selling that for 150. It's going to be worth more than that. Check comps. That's a 3rd-year prism of Wilt." And I was like, "Damn!" And I checked, and I was like, "Fuck, it's a Pop 2. I'm not going to be letting go of that in any time soon." So they're all super low pops. 3 PSA 10s and a PSA 1. I'm not sure which one that was, but I believe you, Mick, because I've sold a few LeBrons. Was that one of his rookie cards? I can't remember. I've sold so many cards. Oh, that was you, Mark. Yeah. I'm glad I listened to you, buddy. I checked. Now, I couldn't get a full accurate reading on comps because it's a Pop 2, only one of them has ever sold. The other one, obviously, I own. So that's where it's a bit of gray area, and that's where the market can really stretch out. I could charge ridiculous for that. I think I'm going to keep it. I love Wilt as a player and an athlete, so I think I'll keep it because he's a player I've started collecting. Was that someone else posted some shit on there on the Facebook group, Mick, and they put links. I don't mind if people want to sell their own shit. That's fine. I'm happy for it to be that way. But I think someone posted a link to their own eBay page. I don't think it was mine. I could be wrong. Yeah, there's a few cards I wish. I've sold You remember when the bubble started in 2020? I had some graded Jordans back then. Yeah, I'm going to keep all those Wilts, man. Definitely, at least for a few years. I sold I'm an idiot. I sold a 2 Jordan stickers. What else? A Jordan, like a 1987 or 88 Fleer. I sold them fucking mega cheap. They were PSA 9s too. And it was before right around when Kobe died, the market started going fucking insanely big. And I sold them when it was still at the bottom end of it. I could have made hundreds and hundreds more, maybe thousands, like to where it ended up. I know it's come back a bit now, but back then, if I had sold it at the right time, I sold a PSA 9. What was it? It was 2 PSA 9s, the 89 sticker and the 88 sticker and the 89 hoops all-star. I sold them for all under $100 each. and I'm a fucking idiot. And don't get me wrong, at that time, that was a good price. But to where it went, yeah, man, the doco came out not long after that. And I had sold the All-Star PSA 9 for $79. And I think I only paid like $30 for it. So it was still, I still 2x'd. But about a couple months later, they were selling for hundreds of dollars, like $300-$400 for a PSA 9. You just put any Jordan up on auction and it would just go, you know. And I just remember going, what the fuck did I do? I should have waited. But I didn't. And I did. In saying that, I did make some good coin during that doco because I had tons of Jordans. But that was disappointing when that happened. There was a few 9s there I could have really fucking 10x'd. But that's the market, isn't it? You know. I think Mick called me out the other night. He was like, "Man, you got that 20 cards up on auction, and some of them were really lowball." And he was right. But Mick, all in all, I made about $300 off. I want to say maybe 10 or 11 slabs. I think they didn't all sell. There was some that didn't. No, more than that. Maybe 15. So it would have averaged out. There were some that went for like 40 and 50. There was a couple there. I don't know who bought them. So in the end, I think it averaged out to about 20 a slab. So it was close to break even once you factor in grading and shipping and all that sort of stuff. So it was good. I just cleared out the room, Yeah, it was. I had to clear room, mate. I've still got fucking tons. Yeah, and on top of that, I'm trying to make room for this PSA. I've got PSA subs coming back. I've got more CGA. I've still got more Beckett. I've still got more Beckett slabs that are coming back. So, I don't have any. I'm not a baseball dude. Shane Warne doco. Yeah, Ryan, we were talking about this last week, Ryan. We're talking about the state of cricket, and we had a big discussion about Bradmans. Has anybody else got more Bradmans? Because Bradman prices, and other people have noticed it too. There was some. Yeah, Josh, let's get the draw going now, buddy. I know your eyes are hanging out of your head. We'll get the draw going, and then we can continue our discussion. So I'm going to make sure everybody's name's in here. I've got Mark. Let's just check these names. I've got Michael, Shane, Josh, Mark, HT in Sports, Adam, Ryan, Joel, and Morris. I think no one else has been active. Let me just double check that. Did I miss anybody's name then? Duplicate that. And what I'm going to do is this time, I'll broadcast. All right, I'll just put the last names into these players. I'll broadcast it so you guys can actually, I'll hold my phone up so you guys can. No, is that even going to work? No, it's not, is it? Fuck it. You'll have to trust me again. Got Jack Rewalt. And who was the first one? Galen Rose. All right, let's do the card first, ladies and gentlemen. Did I miss anybody's name? Yeah. Bradman rookie, man. I'm telling you. Fucking Siggy's gone through the roof. Fucking Bradman. It's time to jump all over Bradman. It really is. There's no two ways about that. All right, I'm going to ruffle. Let's all right, how do we spin this? Here we go. Spinning's on, guys, for the card. What are we going to be? We are a Kevin Durant. So the Kevin Durant is the card. Let me just take a photo of that so you guys can. All right, so we got Kevin Durant. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This will be interesting. All right, let's just clear that. And here we go. Here we go. Who's it going to be, boys? Which one of you is going to win? Oh. Hands up if you think you're a winner. Who thinks they won that? Who thinks? All right, Josh, it wasn't you, so you can go to bed, mate. Seriously, it wasn't. I'm sorry. All right, who thinks they won? Put their hands up. Mark, it wasn't you this time, buddy, unfortunately. Do you want me to announce it now, or do you want me to go fucking... Sorry, Josh, I kept you up for this long, mate. Should have a rule where no one wins twice. Well, it wasn't you this time either, Mark. Sorry, Josh. Hopefully you don't have to work tomorrow, buddy. All right. We doing a winning announcement? I've taken a photo. Everyone ready for the winner? Fuck, is he even still here? He hasn't said anything for a while. That's probably a dead giveaway. Everyone ready? Everyone ready? I'm going to type it in. Three, two, one, boom. Well, if he's not here, do we do the draw of like, fuck, he was here a second ago. I don't know. Come in, Oz. Come in, Oz. We might be looking at a redraw, gents. Josh is probably... This is how I picture Josh right now. Ready? At the screen. Is everyone else seeing that? He said he didn't want the giveaway. All right. Okay. There it is. We're doing it again. We're doing it again. Do I take him out? I'll take him out of the equation. All right. Josh, you got a second chance here, buddy. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get the photo ready. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Are you guys ready for the results? Give it to Josh. Josh, it's not you again. Mark, it's not you again. Fuck, I don't know if this guy's actually... Is he? I haven't seen this guy talking. Actually, no, he did. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ryan. Come in, Ryan. Ryan's probably going to turn around and go, I don't want the fucking... I'm not here for that either. We're just going to process of elimination. Ryan. Ryan said, give it to Josh. Oh, that's hilarious. I can't, mate. It's fucking ridiculous. Jesus. I fucking can text Ryan. Hit him up on Facebook. You know what though? He probably won't. He's probably gone to bed too. Or he's like Josh, head down at the keyboard. Anyone else fall asleep like that? I used to. 3 active people. Let's just do it again. All right. Redraw again. Ryan, where the fuck are you? Seriously. All right. All right, here we go. Here we go again. Get the camera ready. Here we go. Oh, get fucked. Boom. Get fucked. We should just do 2 winners because it's not fair what just happened anyway. I used to. I'm just like, no, Josh is long gone. No, it's not Josh. All right, here we go. Now this isn't fair. All right, it's not fair, and you'll see what I'm talking about in 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, Ryan, he's back. He's back. Sorry, Mark. He's back. Yeah, Ryan. Ryan, you won the draw, bro. Seriously, you won. All right, since Ryan just came back, we revert back to Ryan, who was the original winner. Sorry, Josh. Sorry, Mark. And sorry, Ryan, because your internet cut out or whatever. Yeah, just a whole lot of fucking baboon talk about what a plot twist. That was fucking big time plot twist. Mark was the one who sent a fucking internet virus to cut out Ryan's fucking internet because he knew he won, so we could double up and win every single week. Ryan, you win a CGA graded Kevin Durant card. I will message you on Facebook, buddy. Yeah. It was more fun talking about fucking Wilt Chamberlain and the old days and the best teams of all time. Yeah, sorry for everyone who feels let down. That was a bit of a climax, but an anticlimax. Thank you, Joel. Later, dude. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Appreciate it. We will be live again next week. I'm going to finish my drink, and I think might hit the hay myself. It's been another good night. We've had another 2 hours. Been plenty of people on. Oh fuck! What do you live in? Let's guess where Ryan lives. He's a rugby league supporter. I'm guessing somewhere feral in Sydney, Ryan. Like fucking Bankstown or fucking what's it called? Is it Redfern? Is that or are you a Queenslander? Blacktown? 9 p.m. here. No. Do you live in fucking New Zealand? Redfern, bro. Fucking A. I remember because my nan used to live in Sydney. Stabrador, bro. Yeah, that's me. No, I moved away from Stabrador. Fucking too many housing commissions in states. I'm not even kidding. They're just fucking everywhere. I cannot talk. Yeah, you're a fucking Kiwi, Ryan. Jesus Christ. To fucking pay international shipping and I'm tight as fuck. You serious? Oh, Hong Kong. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God. Why the fuck would you choose to live there? Later, Mick. Be on next week, brother. Yeah, man, legend. Cheers for tuning in. You're a solid lad. Banned. Fucking hell, man. I'm friends with Ryan on Facebook. I think I'm just going to delete him and block him and fucking block him from YouTube so he can't get this thing because I just don't want to fucking pay. Just kidding, man. I'll send it. I'm a man of my word, Ryan. I dead set thought you were going to fucking say Redfern or fucking Blacktown or something like that. I remember we used to go on the train through there. I know, right? What the fuck? Dude. Let me guess, you traveled there fucking 2 years ago and you got caught in Corona and just decided to fucking live there. Is that what happened? Because I can't imagine it being better than Rockhampton, but who knows? Oh my god! Or you, Mark? You just live up the road from me, really? Like fucking in Brisbane. Jesus, at least it's just standard fucking fanfare. 2007. All right, fair enough. Fucking A. I'm guessing you have a job over there. Hey, don't say we're not bros. I'll fucking send it to you. It's part of the deal. I was just hoping old mate from Sweden wouldn't win before, but he didn't. Sorry if you're still listening. Ed, is it Eddie? I didn't want to send it to Europe because Europe costs a fucking lot. Hong Kong shouldn't be too bad. I've actually sold a couple of international slabs from eBay to a guy in Hong Kong. I sold my that autographed soccer card I had. Send it via FedEx. It probably cost me fucking $3,000 for a freebie. Declare zero value. Cheers, Shane. See you next time, buddy. Yeah, for any of you rugby league guys that haven't joined Ryan's group, strongly recommend. It's really good seeing some of the shit they're doing there, just, with their collections and stuff like that. He's got a really good community. The guys from Card Authority are in the group too, so that was always a thing. Ryan, did you see those slabs, the ones I had come back today? I didn't actually realize that Robbie was in the group, and someone else pointed out that the labels were switched. They were wrong on the GIs. Yeah, $10 minus $10 value. Yeah, I just might do that. I just might. Well, I'd send you one of the GIs, but they're not mine. I actually got them from my brother-in-law, who's a mad South Sydney supporter. But they got the labels wrong, so I'm going to have to send them back to CA. All right, Ryan's donating his slab. That's what I'm feeling. We could do a double header next week. Fucking someone in Australia, please. All right. Well, I mean, I don't mind sending it there, to be honest, mate. To be honest, but yeah, if you don't want it, we'll do that. Yeah, did you see those GIs, the Greg Inglis cards, Ryan? They looked pretty fucking legit, except for the wrong labels. But outside of that, when you say anti-graders, does that mean people that are against grading their cards? Yeah, there's a few of those people in every community. There really is. I've seen them in the big US groups as well. People saying, just some ridiculous things. A lot of people that don't want to part with their cards at all. Yeah, I haven't seen any of that sort of talk in there, but there was. I did see in one of the big NBA groups, there was a guy that was like, fuck your slabs, fuck this. He was really going off, and he said that the one time he did send his cards in, they all fucking gem minted in PSA, and the first thing he did was crack them all out of the slabs. And I just thought to myself, why the fuck would you do that? Oh, Mark, yes, legend Yes, legend, mate. I did get that. Fucking, it's in one of the containers over here. Yeah, that Larry Bird, man, the serial number. That's fucking sick. I just might grade that. I just might, just because. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I did. That was really solid. Yeah, the CA customs are good. They just need to, I know they're a bit under the pump or whatever, but yeah, 23, man. I didn't know what you were talking about at first, and then I looked at them like, 23. Fuck yeah, that's sick. Man, it's totally a good thing. I reckon the NRL cards look fucking sick. Hey, Justin, are you in Ryan's Facebook group? Because you should be if you're not, because there's fucking it's a solid NRL community, and they put up their collections and shit like that. Just some of the autos look fucking awesome. Yeah, cheers, Mark. Fuck yeah, that was I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's made me think a bit about that, Ryan. Ryan, can you put a link of your Facebook group in here? Actually, I might be able to do it. Hang on. Made me think about that, about either sending one card at a time or simplifying further what the labels are actually, because I don't know. Yeah, they're just I don't want to say they're struggling, but I'm going to link this. Hold on one second. Right. That's the link to Goanna. Yeah. I don't know, man. It wasn't, I thought, to me, printing something out is not that difficult. They actually got the labels right. They just put them in the wrong slabs. So, yeah, but you might be right. Just really simplifying the labels again. I want to say about 30 days. I'm just trying to think of when I submitted that. I want to say it was January. That's more than 30 days. Yeah. I want to say early to mid January, and I just got it back yesterday, which is late Feb. So I'm thinking I could check the emails and confirm it. But yeah, I want to say 45 plus, 45 to 60 days, I reckon, would be the turnaround. Month. Yeah, it's about right. I think it is about right. It might have even been mid to late January when I did it. I'm not 100% certain. But I did just put Ryan's Greater Rugby League Facebook group up there. Really, really good community and some of the cards are just fucking sick. Just effing sick. Yeah, I am going to do a ComC video. I actually did. I didn't. I should have actually did a video on it, but I did like 100 card submission with ComC. I want to say over a year ago. Now ComC is really slow to sell your cards because it's just there's so much of it. They literally have millions of cards and they're all priced at like 50 cents each. So you've really got to competitively price your cards. But I have sold probably 20 of my cards, and I've probably got, I don't know, 20 or 30 bucks sitting in my account. I'll just let it sit there. It's just all old junk wax, Yeah, man, you don't even have to fucking sit. Like, it's really simple. You just dump all your cards into a box and send it over. I did penny sleeve all mine, but it is pretty simple. But yeah, I am going to do another one just to clear out some more junk that I've got. Bang. Jimmy Barnes only has one collector card. I like where you think with that, Ryan. Finding all of the stuff that's just totally left field. Yeah. Mainly send low ends and stuff inserts rookies. Yeah, to ComC. Yeah, definitely. Very, very low end stuff. Like when you've got full sets of stuff and there's just bulk, like, you fucking, what did I send? I send tons of stuff. All the old, like, from 1990 through to about 94, 95, Fleer and tops and stuff like that, just all the base junk. And they sort it all for you. You just send it to them. You don't even have to category. You don't have to do nothing. $1.50. Snap that up. Snap it up. Control the market, man. Fuck. That's what I've done that with heaps of cards. We've already got one at CGA. Mate, as soon as it's graded, fucking $200. Easy. Problem solved. You never know. Have you guys seen like all the old wrestling cards and shit? Like some of it's fucking going for ridiculous prices. I saw like a Hulk Hogan rookie card and shit like that. People are sending that over to get graded at PSA and crazy shit. Oh. All right. Lads, I think I'm going to wrap that up. Getting close to 11:30. We've been on air for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Yeah. Lads, I'm going to peace out. I'm starting to downward trend. It's been a fucking big week. Almost 11:30. Got to get up early tomorrow. But thank you all for tuning in. And for sure, probably we'll be back next Friday. Hopefully we can have a fucking pretty easy week and then roll into a fucking solid thing. Ryan has donated his KD. So that's back on. We might do a double episode next week and get out hopefully to an Australian person or someone that lives in this country, Ryan. Yeah, 1,000 subs, lads. We're gonna be cranking it up soon. 5,000's the goal for this year. We'll see if it's possible. I think it will be. Loving our little live sessions, so they're pretty cool. Brought to you from Mum's basement. Just kidding. Ryan is a good guy. Yes, he is. He is a good guy, Ryan. Actually, Ryan, would this be truth? Ryan, I think, was one of my first YouTube subs like 2 years ago. Is that true, Ryan? I'm pretty sure. That's how I know you. I'm positive of that. It's a couple of you guys that have been here since fucking way, way back. Yeah, pretty sure Ryan was like one of my first like fucking 20 or 30 subs like ever. 2 years ago on my first videos. Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it is, man. Because fuck, it has been about 2 years. Great in NRL Insta. I'm going to check that out for sure. All right, lads. I'm going to peace out. Cheers for tuning in. And we'll see you all hopefully same time next Friday. If you get time to tune in, that would be sick. I will put out some posts on socials just to make sure we're on track, and maybe do some videos next week. I've got a few things in the pipelines. But until next time, gents, peace.